Move to this now. Musician and producer Mampintsha, whose real name is Mandla Maphumulo, has died this morning. The 40-year-old Big Nas group member was hospitalized following a stroke. Mampintsha is married to Gqom artist Babes Wodumo, whose real name is Bongegile Smelani. Newzroom Afrika's Nobuhle Modise is outside Mampintsha's home in Westville. Nobuhle, a devastating time for the family of Mampintsha. What have we heard from the family so far?
Indeed, Mandla, a tragic start to Christmas Eve and essentially Christmas for the Maphumulo and Smelani family. And when we spoke to family earlier, as they've said in those press releases that they released through West Inc., the company that not Big Nas, but that Mampintsha owned, as well as Afrotainment through his business partner DJ Dira, they had said that they'd like some privacy, but they were able to tell us that he did pass away in the early hours of this morning at a hospital in the Durban CBD. And so far, what we're seeing outside the house is just family and friends that are coming in, you know, to just send their messages of condolences. We've been here for about 3 hours now, and people are slowly coming in. I'm moving out of shot just so you can see what is happening outside the house. The family is here, and they are kind of getting the house ready for visitors and those who will be coming in to share their condolences. They are cleaning up the house. We're unable, unfortunately, Mandla, to speak to the family because, like I said, they've asked for the media and the public as a whole to give them space. But just to speak about Mampintsha's life, we know that, he's a member of the famous group Big Nas. And just this month, he released a song that has been played on all radio stations, especially here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. You hear the song every day on the radio station, and this was kind of Big Nas's comeback into the industry because they haven't released new music in a while, and so many people who are sharing just sending out their messages of condolences are speaking about the fact that this song that they've just come out with now is one of the big songs that will be played come the 31st of December, and many people are just saddened that at the height of his career, where he was coming back with Big Nas, this has unfortunately happened. But as well, and not to shy away from what is happening on social media, people are also divided around Mampintsha's death, as we know that he's had a tumultuous relationship with his wife. There's been alleged abuse, and people are just sharing the fact that as much as those who want to mourn may mourn, some people are just saying that we shouldn't forget, all the bad press that has been around him. People just basically practicing their freedom of speech on social media. But we do know that a lot of people have been sending out their condolences, and the mood right now outside of the house is very somber. And I have to say, people have been coming in to drop off flowers. And as we stand outside here, we are seeing that the family is definitely very devastated by what has happened this morning.
As we continue to see an outpour of messages following the death of Mampintsha, have we been able to spot any of his peers in the music industry arriving at the home?
Not as yet, and Mandla, we did manage to speak to his management as well as DJ Tira, and they mentioned the fact that they are in Gqeberha at the moment, and they are unable, unfortunately, to come here as of now. But obviously, I'm sure they're making their way back into the province. But when we did speak to them earlier, trying to confirm the news of Mampintsha's passing, they did mention that they were not in the province. They were traveling outside of the province for other performances that they had scheduled.
That's our reporter, Nobuhle Modise, who's outside the house of a singer Mampintsha in Westville.